Hello everybody, hope you're all good. Let's just have a bit of an adjustment. Let's swing that round to there. There you can see me. Don't need to see that's coming up on another video, so I don't want to give you too much of a head start on that. There we go, right. Hello everybody, and to my friends overseas, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you've had a glorious weekend, thoroughly enjoyed yourselves, had a great time and all that. Black Friday. Cool, blimey. I hope you've all got yourself some bargains this Black Friday. I haven't had a chance to get out and do much myself. I did pick up a couple of little bits and pieces, as you do, on the Tinterweb. My Guinness is a bit lively today. It's just come out of the fridge. Always a bit of a worry opening Guinness. It doesn't take a lot to get it fizzing over top, so I'm going to slowly pour out my Guinness. Yeah, well, we've had a bit of a day of it. In fact, we've had a bit of a weekend of it. Been a bit of a nightmare. So I'm a bit bleary-eyed tonight. Please excuse me. And there is no Kaz with me. I'll explain all in a second. Just trying not to spill my Guinness in my lap because I'm feeling a bit today. But I will explain all in a bit. She will be joining us on the chat. She's downstairs. She's basically crashed out on the sofa with a computer, taking it very easy under doctor's orders. So, again, we're always getting back to the survival mindset, prepping. Oh, yeah, if you. So at 2 o'clock this morning, Kaz woke me up in intense pain in her chest. She was very, very uncomfortable, cold sweats. Struggling slightly to breathe, so that was it. You go straight into sort of first aid mode. You assess the situation. You're 999 straight away, yeah, I basically had to call in an ambulance and that, get her in, knowing the things I know, straight to the first aid kit, straight out with an aspirin, get an aspirin into her, get her stable, get her comfortable. Now that was 2 o'clock this morning. And she came home this afternoon. They released her this afternoon after doing lots of tests and that. Heart's fine. Lungs are fine. Maybe another issue there, gallstones or something like that. We don't know yet. They've got to do further testing. She's okay. She's home. She's feeling pretty uncomfortable, extremely knackered. So she's downstairs with Willow, and I'm up here. So as you can imagine, we got about an hour and a half's kip last night. So I'm a little bit bleary-eyed, but hey, I'm with you. Looking forward to this all week. So, hey, for you guys, great. Virginia Bushcrafter, what's going on here? Where are you guys practicing your survival skills? Always, mate. Always practicing. You never stop, even when you're not. Again, isn't it? It's that old thing of some people get into the mindset of I can only practice my survival skills, my prep skills, and all the rest of it when I'm actually out on the moors or I'm up a mountain. No, so it should be. It's an everyday, constant thought process, not as in, what am I going to do? It should be an everyday process, as in, as I did nearly as this morning, got up, knew straight away. I've had medical training or a bit of basic medical training. I recognise the situation, the conditions, first thing, 999, whilst I'm doing that, grabbing an aspirin, getting an aspirin under Caroline's tongue, So it's knowing those procedures. Those are what makes the difference. That's all the survival skills and the prep skills. That's where you've got to base your knowledge, not so much in the scenario that I'm going to be in a plane crash on a mountain, but you've got to think towards the scenario of what do I do if something happens, and you've got to be adaptable with it. There are hundreds and hundreds of people out there which tell me you've got to do things in set ways, you've got to do set methods and all the rest of it. No, in actual fact, the art of survival is about having a skill set, having a mindset, and having the ability to become adaptable. Okay. Look at what's going on or what the situation is and being able to say to yourself, I need to do that to get through this. Okie dokie. So where are we going? Let's see if I can put something up there. Let's see. Is my chat frozen? Let's see if the chat's frozen. Sometimes Oh no, Ian. Hi, Ian. Cheers, mate. Yeah, seemed a bit slow tonight. Anyhow, guys, it is a minute to go. All right, happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the States. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Okay, to everybody else, happy Sunday. Yeah, so she will be good here. She will be good. You've met Kaz. Okay, she will be fine. She's just got rest. Take it easy. Um, um, follow any instructions given to her by the doctor and that. So yeah, and I got to look after her. Look after her. So again, survival. You survive when you're prepping. Comes back to not just looking after yourself, but looking after your loved ones, those around you, your team. Okay, because for all the want and wish to be a lone wolf that we familiarise ourselves in all the romantic images. Okay, in actual fact, you're always far better off in a team or at least in a small group. Okay, in a genuine survival situation, whether it be post-apocalyptic, whether it just be in an instant like an accident or a survival situation, having other people to bounce off, having other people to share information and share the load with is a real help. Okay, um, and that's sometimes the yeah, sometimes you find you're stuck without it. Well, yeah, Thunder Monkey, I understand what you're saying. I mean, yeah, if you're relying on 999, you just one more. But I will be honest with you, the guys that came out were absolutely brilliant. Okay, yeah, and the system worked for me today. It absolutely did work. So I got no complaints there. I've travelled enough in the world to see places that have no equivalent. So I'm always very grateful for what we've got. Um, I think sometimes we forget how lucky we are um, with the systems and the backups that we've got in this country. In fact, in most of Europe, the civilized world. Well, tell your wife she's welcome. Okay, Kaz will be probably sticking a comment or two up if she feels up to it. Normally, she's sat here with me, and we welcome the ladies as much as we welcome the men. Uh, yeah, so what do we think about? Hmm. No, in fact, let's not get straight into that today. It's been a long day. I had a prep thing that I was going to do. It's a bit of thinking, so I don't even know if I'm there yet. I know I was only a couple off when I came up. So yeah, if anybody sees the numbers and sees we're at 1,000, let me know. What I would do, it's obvious. I was going to announce this later on. It's obvious that we're going to make 1,000 tonight or tomorrow. Okay, so what I'd like to do, if it's okay with you guys, is I'm going to do the announcement next Sunday. Okay, there's a lot of scammers out there that are endeavouring to scam off the back of people's giveaways, prizes, and so on. So the announcement for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway will be next Sunday. I'll announce that live on here, and then I'll put it out in a couple of videos thereafter. And as I said on my short in the week, if anybody gets a message from somebody, gets somebody coming across to them, phoning them, emailing them, saying, "Oh, there's a fee. We're going to charge you postage, whatever." Yeah, lip rip at them. Oh, it's a scam. Mickey, don't charge nothing. Okay, it's out of my pocket. So make sure the word's out there. Because at the end of the day, I bloody hate scammers. With now I've said that live on the internet, they're probably all going to go for me. But hey, bring it on. Um, yeah, I'll see you in the woods. We got a spade and a deep hole. So yeah, made 1,000. So bloody hell. Ah, God, reality, that changes tonight. I don't know whether to dance or not. I will say this much. Thank you. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all you preppers, you bushcrafters, you wild campers, those of you that just watch in for the laugh and the giggle. Thank you. If it wasn't for everybody out there, right, and the support I get from you guys, Derek, John, Katrina, Sticks, there's 1,000 of you. I've got to sit there and name you all. Ian, guys, I'm blown away. When I started this a year and a bit ago, I never ever thought it would get this far. Okay, really never thought I would get that far. Benny, hey up, mate. Looks like I made the grand. God dear. Well, I suppose that means I've got to plan ahead, doesn't it? That means I've got to plan ahead. I've got to think. I've got to push on. Okay. She was. Your girlfriend was the 1,000th subscriber. Mate, is she there with you? All right. Is your girlfriend there with you? Because if she is, give her a big hug and a big kiss right on the lips from me and tell her thank you. Yeah, give her a big hug and a kiss. And that's from me. I want you to do it proper Mickey style, bristle the lot, might even dribble a little bit, but give her, give her one. Don't give her one. Give her a big kiss and a hug from me and say thank you. She was my 1,000th subscriber. Oh, mate. Lee. There's a message to a couple of people out there that when I first started off, and I didn't know what I was doing, and there were a couple of people on other channels that I sent a very polite and decent message to, saying, "Could you give me any advice?" She was 999. Oh yeah, she can have a kiss from me too. In fact, you can all have a kiss and hug. Any of you that's sitting there with your missus, kiss and a hug from Mick. And don't tell me in 9 months I'm responsible. Okay. Yeah, so there were people that doubted me. People said to me, "Nah, mate, God, it's flash in the pan, you'll never make it. There's so many people doing it, it's not worth it, not worth it." And I went to it with the simple mindset of, I'm doing this for my granddaughter, I'm doing this for me, I'm doing it for anybody that wants to join in and listen to this old fool. Okay. And I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it. And that's the secret. Really, the honest thing is, the numbers are awesome. Awesome. I am buzzing. I'm over the moon. 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, just I can't tell you what that means. Okay, and it's nothing to do with monetization or anything like that. It's just that 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 people have actually watched something I've done and gone, "I like that." Boom. Thank you. Thank you so very, very, very much. I cannot say it. Benny, mate, you're going to get there. Sticks, you're going to get there. Mate, the secret is just keep plodding and enjoy it. And the thing I love about both your channels, you're enjoying yourself. Spread the joy and the pleasure, and people come to it. They love it. In fact, any of my subscribers out there, yeah, you've got Sticks Outdoors, you've got Benny Bushcraft. Have a look at those guys. Show them some love and support. Yeah. There's a lot of very, very big channels up there, which I'm not going to knock. I'm not for them, but they've got big. They've worked up like I have. They've got where they are, and all good for them. But there are so many little guys. There are so many guys just starting out, and it can be so difficult. There are days when you sit there and you do a video and it pulls in next to nothing, and you gutted. Okay, then all of a sudden, 3 months later, that same video just suddenly goes, and then next thing you know, you're looking at it going, "What? It got nothing for the first 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden, it's got 500-600 views. It's got 1,000 views." Okay, so just keep doing it because you love it, and that's my advice to anybody that does this. Right, do it because you love doing it. Don't do it for the subscription. Definitely don't do it for the monetization, because that ain't worth it anyhow, right? Because you enjoy doing it and you enjoy sharing. A gizzer, yeah, gizzers and gizzits. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Obviously, an ex-serviceman yourself from a certain period way back. They don't see it so much now, but gizzers and gizzits. What you got? Gizzit here. uh, all right. So this cigar is definitely a celebration tonight. That's going to put a smile on Kaz's face. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. So, yeah, and even in this prepping and survival, doing the channel, it's Mac. Mac, we've done it. 1,000, mate. We've made 1,000 tonight. Sandy, hi, yeah. So Sandy was our 1,000th subscriber. Oh, blimey! I'm going to waffle tonight. I might even have 2 beers tonight. Let my hair down. I've got to stop saying let my hair down. Last time I let it down, it never came back. Mate, forget we got there. We got there, Matt. Jace, Kaz, thank you for all the hard work, all the support, all you guys out there. Oh, mate, it's been a slog. So what I do next Sunday night, right at the beginning of the evening, it will get announced. The 2 subscriber winners of the gifts will be announced live on this channel. I will then put out some cheers, mate. I will then put out a couple of shorts and bits and pieces, so whoever it is knows that they've won it. Okay, and then we will make contact, and I will get these items off to you with my blessings. So hang on. I've got to get rid of some nervous energy now. I'm too excited. Oh, yeah, I do silly things like that occasionally, but oh, mate. Yeah, Benny, in a way, yeah, I could cry. I could cry. Yeah, I'm not going to be too. Yeah, I'll. So, yeah, Benny, you know where I'm coming from. Those days in the rain, those days when you're walking across the field or you're walking through the woods, and it's bloody cold and you're soaking wet and you're freezing your arse off, and you're thinking to yourself, why? Why am I doing this? And then it hits you, you're like, yeah, but I've got to get a video out for Friday, you know. And yeah, I know guys are going to be looking forward to seeing the video, wanting to see the next video, so I've got to do it. Yeah. Oh, we got some plans for New Year, Mac. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bear Grylls, you think you're daring? You got nothing on us. Oh, thank you, guys. Really, really, thank you. And for those guys, Rachel, Helen, sending me tips, the feedback you give me, guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. The tips, people are always firing me in tips. Mick, have you tried this? Mick, have you tried that? I haven't tried everything, because I've over the years found things that I use, and when I find something to use and it works, I grab it and I run with it. And then other people throw out bits and pieces and they say, oh, have you tried this? Well, it's a method I may have heard about. Okay. But I thought, I'm doing all right with what I got. But having the channel encourages me to sit there and say, well, come on then, give it a go. Give it a go. And that's exactly that, Rachel. You are part of it. Every single one of you subscribers is part of this channel. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without your support, without your help. Yeah, oh, yeah, there is a little tiny one up there, mate. There's just a little tiny one in the corner of the eye. Not much of one. There is one. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. God dear. So I was going to do survival mindset tonight. So I suppose this comes into it in a way. The mindset. I will get through it. When I started the channel, I had no conception. My initial thing was if I had 10 subscribers, that would be amazing. If I got 100, that would be a miracle. Okay, keep plodding on with it, watch it grow. There are periods where my channel hasn't moved and it's stayed level for months. And I've sat there and looked at it and thought, oh, well, I'm happy with what I've got. Keep going. These guys are enjoying it. The Sunday live chat, what we're doing now, when I first started it off, the first couple of times, we were lucky if we got 3, 4, maybe 5 people. And you originals, you know who you are. Yeah, thanks for sticking with it. And it grew from there. And we're now sitting there. So at the moment, live, we've got 20 people. Okie doke, compared to the likes of Funky Prepper and that. That's not a huge number, but it's a nice sociable number. And I'm loving it. And I'm really appreciative of it all. And again, you also rang me back. There have been guys that have sent me messages, sometimes via email. Mick, wind this back there, or Mick, watch where you're going in that path. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that little bit of a voice. Sometimes you need somebody to just rein you in a little bit. That's where Mac and me work well together. Yeah, he's a guy that's not frightened to turn around to me if he thinks I'm making an ass of myself and say, "Mate, you're making a right cock of yourself," and rein me back. And I don't get offended by that because I know he's only doing it with the best thought or the best for me in mind, the same as I would do with him. If he's doing something and I think I would turn around to him and I would be blatantly honest and open with him and say, mate, you know. But that's where you gain love and respect with people, where you no longer get offended by somebody saying, mate, I wouldn't do that because you sit there and you think, actually, he's saying it because he wants to help, not because he wants to hinder. The survival mindset, prepping mindset, carry it throughout life with you in everything you do, in the car, at home, at work. It is a mindset. It's a practice. It's a it's a system. It's a system to live by. Okay, it's not something that becomes all encompassing. It don't want it to become something that takes over your life. Okay, but it should be something that's within your daily thought process. It should be something that sits there like your little warning system on your shoulder. Exactly that, Rachel. Rachel, not belittling it, sweetheart. You do a video when you can. You do what you're happy to do, and that's the thing as well. Is everybody sets goals. We do all set goals, okay, and we push for our goals. But sometimes we struggle with it a little bit. Yeah. And my advice to you is keep plodding. Okay, keep pushing on. That's one of the things you've got to develop in your survivor prepper mindset is that one foot in front of the other. Keep going. Push on. Push on. Okay. It doesn't matter which of the SF teams throughout the world or which of the elite units you speak to. One of the things they'll say is the guy that can push on, the guy that can recognize the situation and push on through it. So take that from them. If that's the mindset, then that's the mindset to develop yourself, isn't it? It's push on, keep doing what you're doing, keep on keeping on. So God, my notes have gone completely out the window. Katrina, life is a bugger. Right? It kicks us all in the googlies. I sat here in the wee small hours of the morning, just me and the dog alone. The ambulance had gone. And that was a quiet few hours, just sat there in my chair. It was, but you bounce back through it, you push on. Mate, I tell you what, demonstrating it and doing great fun. I'm doing a lot with this. Well, I say doing a lot. I'm doing a bit with the Scouts at the moment, the Scout movement, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Okay, and I'm in a process at the moment of actually. Benny's not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Mate, give your missus a kiss from me. Give her a big old fruity Mickey kiss on the lips. And yeah, give your kids a cuddle. Yeah, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, catch you soon, Benny. Yeah, where was I? Oh, I lost where I was now. So hang on. Go back through the comments. It's what we all need. Yeah. So doing a bit of the Scouts. And what I'm trying to do is develop my technique for the various age groups within the Scouts to give them a fun, practical, simple guides, demonstrations to them. And I don't want to do the same old that everybody else has done. I want to give them a little bit more practical set, something they can carry into life, something they can enjoy doing, but can genuinely carry it into life with them. Okay, because it's a lot of the older teaching techniques I find they've got a bit set in their way, and you can only teach somebody how to make a fire so many ways. Yeah, Katrina, we're both okay. I'll go through it again for everybody. About 2 o'clock this morning, Kaz woke me up with pains in her chest, difficulty breathing, very pale. She was in cold sweats. So I went into full medic mode, got the aspirin into her, got 999, got the ambulance out. They come out and assessed her. They were happy with her heart, but not happy with the conditions. So they shot her into hospital. And I brought her home, well, mid to late afternoon. I've lost track of time, really, to be honest with you. Mid to late afternoon, I brought her home. She's back home now. She's resting. She's going to have further tests. They're quite happy. It's nothing life-threatening at the moment. But they got to look at things like gallstones and so on and so on, see what's causing the pain and discomfort. She's in a lot of pain. She's downstairs on the sofa, and she's not up here with me. 2 reasons. One, it's not that comfortable in here. 2, I'm having a cigar, which I would have quite happily gone without tonight just to be with her. But as she said, you're getting to your 1,000, Mike. You're liable to get it tonight. So get up there, share it with everybody. She's downstairs. She is joining us. She is watching it. And I know this much. She's sending all her love to all you guys. Okay. The appreciation is there. We really do appreciate it all. The support and the love that's flying around. And again, that's a thing in this community, isn't it? What a decent community. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's what a community we're in. Okay. So one thing about the survival bushcraft prepper style community is it's all people that are realists. Okay. You're all practical people. You're not blinkered in life. You don't necessarily. We all have a good fairy tale, but we don't live our lives by fairy tales. We tend to be practically minded people. We see the realism of things and situations, and that's why we do what we do. Okay, that's what gives us the edge over other people. We don't sit there and go, "Oh, it'll be all right. The government will save us." We sit there and go, "I might need to stand on my own 2 feet for a few weeks." Okay, so. Thank you, Caroline, for subscribing to me. That's another one. 1,001 I expect now. Oh, Sandy. So that's where we're all practically minded. But the other thing is, it's also a caring community. Okay. I don't think there's any of you out there that bear fools gladly. Tend to be very practically minded people. But that's the way we work. We look after one another. We help those that we can, and we push forward in life. Okay, so yeah, thank you everybody for your kind messages. I can hear her downstairs, so I know she's reading them and going through them. So yes, much appreciated. And oh Jesus, yeah, 1,000, mate. Cheers, Ray. One of the originals, Ray. One of the front line. Right. Any musicians out there? Any guitarists out there? There's another little survival trick for you. So anybody out there that plays ping pong? Okay. So some of you already know where I'm going with this. Ping pong balls and plectrums are both made from the same material structure. Okay. Both have quite a handy survival aid built into them. So you take a plectrum, simple little plectrum. That one's a bit damaged. In fact, that one's a bit damaged. I've got another one here. Again, you can buy these for literally pennies. Take a plectrum. So you take a simple little guitar plectrum like that, okay? And you need to make fire. Now, you can shave this. You can grate it into a powder, okay? Or you can use it as is. Now, I'm just going to use a pair of pliers, and I do have a tray beneath it. So if you take a plectrum, and the same thing with a ping pong ball, okay? Very good fire lighting aid. Now, the reason that they're a very good fire lighting aid is because of their chemical makeup. They're made from chemical formula, nitrocellulose, okay? The celluloid used to make film out of it. It's nitrocellulose and camphor compound, okay? Now, if you take nitrocellulose, it's used in explosives. It's used as a propellant for ammunition, okay? So highly explosive, burns very, very quickly. The two most common forms you'll find it in these days is guitar plectrums and ping pong balls. You can test to see if it's that. If you smell it, you will smell it's almost like an earthy smell. Okay, so again, it's a survival aid because the great thing with the plectrum, okay, it's waterproof. It's absolutely tiny. It's lightweight, easy to carry. Nobody's ever going to pick you up on it. Okay. I have had guys that we've been talking about this before now said, "Oh, you can even sharpen it into a bit of a basic edge." Okay, but a plectrum, simple little thing to go in your survival kit. Okay, cheap and easy to get, simple to carry, absolutely brilliant fly lighting tool, and it's you will like these from a ferro rod. If you make shavings from them, you will set fire to them from a ferro rod. And if I was making a fire, I'd just use this as my initiator. Okay, so I go from spark to initiation to ignition. Okay, I could even take a small piece. That's why that other one was broken. Take a small piece like that, push it into something like a wax pad, like that. And that wax pad's going. So if I was in a high windy environment or really grotty environment, yeah, that's going to be something that's going to help to initiate even faster. Okay, and again for their size, their weight, they're a great little tip to have. Ping pong balls are just as flammable. Basically, you just basically get a ping pong ball and just smash it, cut it into little strips. Okay, and again, when you cut it into fine strips, you can initiate that literally from a spark. It doesn't burn for a long time. It's a fast burn. After all, it's nitrocellulose. Okay, so again, it's just one of those little tips out there. Yeah, mate. If you're keeping bees and you've got access to beeswax, brilliant. Okay, beeswax over paraffin wax whenever you can get it. The reason I use paraffin wax on a lot of the videos and that when I'm doing things is purely and simply expense. Beeswax is an expensive thing for me to get. But if you're making candles and things, beeswax makes brilliant candles. It burns better. It burns brighter. It doesn't. You're not giving off so many dodgy chemicals. It's quite natural and it's quite easy to do. So yeah, do that. Beeswax and wood chip. If you combined it with a resinous wood, like a pine wood chip, yeah, that's the way I'd go there. Hi, Jace. Um, yeah, I'd go with that. In actual fact, if you could combine beeswax and fat wood, blimey, yeah, into little tabs, little blocks, you probably find that would work very, very well. Beeswax and cotton pads, like I've done. I'm gonna have a try with. I'm sitting there thinking about it. I think, done cotton pads, done cotton balls and Vaseline. What if I take a cotton ball Vaseline, okay, mix the two, and then dip it in wax? Okay, so the wax seals that. Because it was, I think it was either Rachel or Helen said to me, yeah, cotton wool balls and Vaseline, but what if they get wet? Well, yeah, that is a downside. If they get wet, yeah, nightmare to get going. Um, that's why I keep them in little sealed plastic bags. But then when I was doing the pads, the thing came to me, well, why don't you combine the two? Because what is a cotton wool ball if not a compressed pad? Okay. And if you coated it in the wax, it then stops the Vaseline getting into everything. So I'm gonna have a bit of a play with that and see how that works. No, if you've got one of Elvis's plectrums, I wouldn't use that. Mate, you don't have to, but I do love my honey, and I'll take a bit of wax. That's not a problem. Oh, excellent! Thank you very much. But you don't. Nobody has to send me anything other than your support and your love, because that's got me where I am today. It's fucking brilliant. It really is. Oh, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I've lost it tonight. I'm literally going off this. All the notes I'd drawn up on what I was going to cover tonight. I'm sorry, we're not doing survival mindset tonight. We're just literally, I'm going off of what's on there. Um, yeah, get no silk from beeswax. And again, you can eat it if you had to. Okay, you can use it. Beeswax, absolutely brilliant if you're getting chapped lips or you've got to treat windburn or anything like that. If you've got rubs, so if you're starting to get a rub somewhere, a bit of beeswax will actually help to protect the skin and tissue. You could heat it, um, make it liquid, add other things to it, make balms from it. Okay, which you don't want to do with paraffin wax. Paraffin's not good for you, but you can make balms using beeswax. So you can have things like, oh God, my brain's got dump hit the wall now. You can add things like lavender and so on. You can add, yeah, honey to it. I mean, let's face it, honey is one of the greatest survival pieces of equipment you can find. Anyhow, preserves for thousands of years. Um, it's got great antibiotic capabilities, and yeah, and it's bees. What's not to like about a bee? Do like my bees. Mm. And people say to me about stinging and all the rest of it. Actually, in a way, it's good for the immune system to get a sting occasionally. Rachel, what I'd do, I'd stick it on eBay, swap. I will swap this one Elvis plectrum for 50 cheap plectrums. No, see, what you got to look at with bees, and stings, and that, you've got to look at it from this point of view. Katrina, turn it round. Tells you you're still alive. It's when the pain stops you've got to worry. Okay, if it's still hurting, yeah, you're still going. It's like exhaustion. It's like long distance tabbing. It's like carrying loads. It's like a hard day at work. If you're suffering from it, okay, the initial shock of getting it is the worst thing. But actually, afterwards, you know, yeah, come through that. Yeah, you can manage it. Bee stings, I always feel sorry for the bee. Although it hurts you, he's died. That's his lot. Okay. Unlike Mr. Wasp, who can be a bit stingy at times. They can be a bit of a stinker. But even again, got its place in nature. It's responsible for killing more mosquitoes than almost anything else. Good old wasp likes to hunt other flying insects on the wing and make a meal of them. So all the time he's knocking off the blue bottles, the green bottles, and the mozzies, he's got my vote. I'd rather have him. Oh, oh. So, okey-doke. So, I will. Katrina. Yeah. Bless you, sweetheart. If you feel you've got to run from it, you run from it. Yeah, I'm not telling you have to stand and face it. I just got a quick look at my notes, seeing if there's anything I can use from here for tonight. No, John, no, I'll save that for another night. That's a good idea. Good idea, Rachel. Like that. So Katrina, when you're running away from wasps and bees, you've got the Pirates of the Caribbean theme going through your head at the time. Okay, if it gets you through it, it gets you through it. Hey, John. I don't, mate. I don't. Do you need one? Because if need be, I'll see if I can find one for you. But I don't have one, no. No. Yeah, I don't have any of the grab a git. So, John, like I say, happy Thanksgiving to you, mate. Hope you're all good out there. Hope you're all safe. We've made 1,000 subscribers. Blimey. I'm going to announce the giveaway next week. So Rachel, you suffer with anaphylaxis. So again, your survival prepper mindset. You're aware of the issue. You know what the situation is. I hope you carry the right equipment to deal with it in the event that you do get stung. And you make those people around you aware so that they can act accordingly if it happens, rather than sit there and go to full flat mode. Again, so for you, yeah, I understand. Take all the precautions. Oh yeah, mate. Cheers, John. Cheers, mate. That would be appreciated. I'm having a day today, and this is how life works. Okay, so it started off early hours of the morning, real downer, quite worried. There's going to be people say, "Why didn't you go to the hospital with your wife?" Well, I'll be honest with you. I've got the puppy. I'm not knocking somebody up at 2 o'clock in the morning, giving them the puppy. If I leave the puppy here, it becomes distressed because he's not used to being on his own. That's not fair to him. I'm not going to leave him in the car. So at the end of the day, I put my faith in the guys when they said to me, she's going to be fine. She's going to take her in and do some more tests. Then I put my faith in the guys there. Okay. And off she went. So that's it's always that little thought back in mind. So that was quite a stressful day, like I say, right up until this afternoon. When I picked her up, we were able to talk about it all and get that through my head. And then tonight, boom, we're on a high. The rocket's going up. Yeah. Downside is tomorrow I lose my car. So it's on the ghost blanket. Excellent. Brilliant, mate. Appreciate that. Cheers, John. Yeah, so I lose my car tomorrow. MOT time, and unfortunately, I can't get it into anybody to get the bloody handbrake fixed. I've come back the other night and I pinged the handbrake on it, so, and it's a Land Rover fault, so I've got to get the parts for that. And yeah, have a word with a couple of people, see if I can get that fixed and done so that I can get it MOT'd. So I do apologise. I will not go out. Well, I'll see if I can get out, see if I can borrow something or do something, but might not be able to get out and do many videos upwards for a week or two until I can get the car MOT'd. But we will get into that ASAP. We'll get that organised. And again, life challenges, the survivor mindset. Get hit with a problem, get hit with an issue. Where do we go from here? How do we adjust to that? How do we adapt to that? How do we overcome that problem? Okay. Don't allow myself to sit there, put my head down, burst into tears over it. It's a pain in the arse. I've known it was coming. I did have a plan in action, but the plan's sort of fallen through. So we get up, put our fighting trousers on and a cup of tea, and we push forward. MOT is it's an annual safety check on a vehicle in the UK, John. So basically, every vehicle over the age of 3 years in the UK, no matter what it is, has to go for an MOT test, which is a Ministry of Transport test. And basically, they have MOT centres and test areas and garages that do MOTs all over. Now, this is a preset system of checks that every vehicle has to have. And it's pretty much it's things like brakes, rust, conditions, steering. It's all the safety things. Do the seat belts work? Do the airbags working? The wheel bearings, all the steering linkages are good. Takes about 40 minutes. They put the car up on a ramp. They test the brakes on a brake tester and that. They go right the way through it, about 40 minutes. It's a set governmental price, i.e. the MOT testing station can't charge what it wants. It's a set price that you pay them for your MOT, and the government then subsidises that for them as well, so that they make an income out of it. They make good income, but without that ticket, you can't drive on the road. Now, the system here in the UK, we have lots of cameras. I mean, lots of cameras. I mean, probably one of the most cameraed places in the world. Police vehicles have cameras. And it's all linked through a central computer. So it will span up straight away on the computer. This vehicle has motor insurance, which is a legal requirement for every vehicle in the UK. It has an MOT, okay, and it has vehicle road tax or vehicle excise tax. Okay, so we pay in the UK, not just for your driving license, but you then pay for your MOT, then you pay for your car insurance, which we're ripped off by because it's privatised. And those companies, there's nobody sitting there saying, yeah, you're charging stupid amounts. And then obviously you've got to pay your tax. And the tax varies depending on your car and how polluting it is. From zero to, I think the upper end is around £1,000 a year at the moment. Something like my Land Rover is costing me, I think it's the lower end, so I'm paying I think it's about £300 a year for the road tax. MOT is sub 50 quid. Insurance for me on that for the year is about £450. So yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, exactly. So it'd probably be exactly the same system. They're probably pretty much along the same lines. Yeah, emissions, safety of the vehicle, use of the vehicle. Derek, excuse my language, Derek. Block your ears, children. Fucking awesome. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Yeah. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Got there. Got there. Got there faster than I thought I would. In fact, I never even thought I'd get this far, but hey ho. Must be doing something right. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, Derek, just to let you know, Kaz and Puppy are downstairs. Kaz had a bit of an issue this morning in the wee small hours. She had to be shot off into hospital. She's okay. Yeah, she was she had chest pains and that, but the heart's fine. Everything's working as it should. there's obviously some sort of issue there, but it's not life-threatening. They've done tests, X-rays, scans, ECGs, and everything else. So she's good. Okay, she's just in a little bit of pain and that, and she's downstairs on the sofa watching this from the sidelines with the puppy, taking it easy. Plus, I didn't want to be around me smoking a cigar. I did think of counselling tonight, but she turned around and said, "No, you're going to get a hit 1,000. You've got all these people that supported you. You've got to get out there and say thank you." So, hey, thank you. My plan for tonight is, so I wrote loads of notes. I had it all organised for tonight. I knew exactly where I was going tonight. Like survival mindset, I'd planned it, all that. And you know what? That's gone completely out the window. I'm just sitting here looking at the comments, chatting away, just having a relaxed evening and celebrating. So yeah, innit? Cool. Yeah, we're there. And Kaz is over the moon as well. Mac's over the moon, I know that. So yeah. Oh yeah, got a plan. There is a plan. Okay. Yeah, where do I want to go with this? Yeah, we got some adventures planned for next year. This year, we've learned a lot. Okay, we're still figuring it out. We're still trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. But we're getting there. We're getting the idea of what people want to see, and the where to take it really. So what we're going to do next year, we're going to get out. Not, yeah, I'd love to get out every weekend or every week. Get out and have a proper adventure. We're not going to be able to afford to do that, but we're going to get out and have some adventures. Okay, but we're going to try and get you to some of the places in the UK that are fairly legendary. Some of the places some of you have heard of, some of you haven't. Um, um, we're going to try and get you via the camera to those places so you can have a genuine look for yourself. And there ain't going to be no, "Oh, look at us, we're heroic, muscly men, and we've done it without." You're going to get the honest puffing, blowing, aching, screaming. Yeah, we've decided we're not going to hide any of that. We're not going to do videos where the sun's up, it's beautiful, look at this, picking elderberries from the bush as you go. We're going to be honest about our videos and show you the good and the ugly side of it. Okay, so if one of us goes in or goes down, you're going to see that all. Thank you, Derek. I know she'll appreciate that. She really will. Yeah, cool. Blimey. Thousands. Big number. Big number. Blimey. And I know I keep saying it. 1,000 of you. 1,000 people have watched what we've done and gone, "I like that, I'll subscribe." That makes you feel small. Yeah, he's my parador kicker, I dare. Yeah, I'll tell you how it works with me and Mac. I stand off with the scope, the bipod, and everything else, and he goes in with the short barreled shotgun, yeah, and the 9mm. Oh, Jason, sorry to hear that, mate. Lost your hammock and walking poles. Yeah, the sister's paid off. Hold the shotgun upside down. Yeah. Tilt it over. Yeah, let the recoil travel the way it's got to. They shoot the hinges, not the locks. They never bolster the hinges, but they'll always bolster the locks. There you go. A little hint for you. Yeah, so. God blimey, what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? I'm sort of blown tonight. I do apologise, guys. It's like things like this they don't always happen, you know? Fell off your team of rucksack. Oh, no. Ah, Jason, sorry to hear that, mate. That's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Not what you need. And I bet you were miles away before you realised they'd fallen off, gone back, gone. The government's got it. Have faith in your government. Yeah. Yeah, have faith in your government. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, blimey. I am sorry. A lot of silences tonight. I'm trying to sort of process all this in my head. It's a bit mental, really. Bit mental. Well, that's the prep of survivalist mindset, isn't it? Don't put your faith in things that aren't going to look at you. Yeah, we've always got to remember this: that the government and the officials are trying to deal with the big picture, and they're trying to look at big and important people. The little guy, yeah, invariably in any situation, in any world, in any country, or any government, the last thing they think of, really, at the end of the day. Okay, they want to protect those that they need to protect, or they see they need to protect at their end, and the little guy is usually left to fend for himself. So put yourself in a position where you can fend for yourself. No, no, yeah, and don't get me wrong. Okay, I took an oath many years ago, and I stood by that oath. Okay, but at the end of the day, I look out for me. I look out for me and mine. Okay, I leave them to do what they're doing, and I don't expect them to come and do anything. If they do turn up to help, fantastic. I'll grab the help. But mate, Jason, I am sorry to hear that, mate. That's a nightmare. And you're down by Salisbury Plain, aren't you, Jason? So you're somewhere where you've got thousands of walkers, and they're just going to come along. Go, oh, nice little walking poles. Thank you very much. Whereas the rest of us would probably actually sit there and go, some poor buggers, drop them. I'll just put them up on the fence there where they're going to see where they are. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So, what are we going to do? Hi, Martin. I think you were, mate. I think you were. El numero uno. Numero uno, I should say. Excellent, Derek. Excellent. Looking forward to seeing that. Jason, send me an email. Okay? Send me an email. Let's see what we can do. Okay? I think I've got a few rucksacks. I'm pretty sure I can find something to send down to you or drop down to you, get you sorted. Might be a few weeks though, until I can get transport sorted out. But yeah, we'll see what we can do there. Just send me an email. I will get you a rucksack or sort you a rucksack, mate. It it won't be brand new, but it won't be fucking awful. Okay, so yeah, you hang on there, mate, and I'll get that sorted for you. Yeah, nah, yeah, we'll get that sorted. We'll get you a rucksack. We'll get you one sorted. I'll dive through my kit, see what we got. Fucking bastards. Bastards. John, I bloody hate them. We suffer with them here as much as you do over there. Yeah, porch pirates. I can't say what I'd do. Okay, there's yeah, but you know what I'm thinking. It's Jace, it happens, mate. Like I say, we'll get you sorted out with a rucksack. Cheers, Derek. Just what I needed. You're the guy. You're my man. So, my backstory and how and why the channel started. Okie doke. Good one, John. So I won't go into too much what I did, but I worked for the MOD. I worked for the military for 16 years as a civilian, managing ranges, training facilities, getting my nose stuck in, getting involved with training. I worked with a very small, quite specialist unit based in Borden in Hampshire that do a lot of very interesting work, shall we say. And it became an important part of my life. It was 7 days a week, night shoots, day shoots, you name it. I was always there. I was one of these guys that my attitude was that these guys are training to go out into the war zones at the time. Bear in mind, I started there in 2000. And my attitude to that was quite simple. I have skills, I have a skill set, I have a mindset. Now I'm too old to use it, but these guys are going out there, so I will apply every bit of help and assistance I can to these guys that are going to go into conflict zones, and hopefully, through my knowledge and my ability, they were going to come home safe. Okay, didn't always work, fortunately. But several years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, now I lose track of time. About 3 or 4 years ago, I had an injury on a range complex, and I ended up busting up my arm quite badly. And I came home, was getting sorted out. I had to have 12 weeks off whilst it was healing, and there was an issue, a drama within the organisation, and basically they turned around to me and said I was 55 then, 54, 55. So look, you're getting too long in the tooth for this. You can't keep up with the young lads anymore. Blah 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 blah. You've had an injury. You're getting old. You know, we're responsible for you. If you have a more serious injury, your job entails you being out there all day, you know, all times of the night, working alone, working sometimes. Yeah, they just basically made an excuse to show me the door. I made a couple of promises that weren't kept, mainly about pensions and shit like that. But that happens. I'm not bitter. Anyhow, so I looked at it, and Kaz was getting quite ill at the time, and I looked at it. In those 12 weeks I was off, I was able to help her a lot more around the house and that, and I realised she needed that help. So I took it. I said, "No, go on in. I'll finish. I'm out the door." It's only 5 years early. I was going to stay till I was 60. And I got out. And I went from working 7 days a week, some days 14 to 18-hour days, depending. If they were training, I was working. It was as simple as that. So if they were on an exercise and they're on a 2-day, 3-day, 4-day exercise, then I'm doing 2, 3, 4 days with them. And being the sort of mad bastard I am, right, I would keep up with them. Okay. My attitude is I'm not going to show you or tell you how to do something I can't actually demonstrate that it's physically possible to do. And it is ageist, but I can see their point of view. Yeah. I'm working with 20-year-old lads, really, at the end of the day. And yeah, it's not so easy for me to keep up. And at the end of the day, let's face it, if you can boot a guy out realistically before he takes his pension and his gratuity, why don't you? It saves a lot of money, that does. Anyhow, I went to care for Kaz, and I become a full-time carer for Caroline. Okay. And I lost my mojo a bit. Not that being a full-time carer for Kaz wasn't brilliant, because it was. For the first time since our 20s, we were really able to spend time together. Okay. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. But I missed something. And I've been an instructor in one form or another most of my life. Okay. And I love teaching. And I wouldn't say I'm a teacher. I'm not a good teacher. Okay. But I love sharing knowledge. Okay. I love being outdoors. My entire life has been outdoors. In every job I've ever done, every role I've ever done, it's always been outdoors based. I hate the office. It's not for me. Okay. And I like problems. I like solving problems. I like coming up with answers. I like coming up with plans. I like dealing with things. Okay, I'm good with these. I'm not so good with that, but I'm good with these. So my granddaughter came along. I sat there and I'm sitting there and thought, what? I want to teach her to shoot. I want to teach her to understand the countryside. I want to teach her to understand the wildlife. I want to share with her the things I've learned through my life. I want to teach her the beauty of sitting quietly watching a sun come up or a sun go down with friends and family. I want to teach her the beauty of just watching badgers at night. Okay. I want her to enjoy those pleasures. Okay. And she's a little at the moment. And I say to her, hang on. Okay. Something happens to you. And this was my thoughts process, to be honest with you. Something happens to me now. Being a realist, bear in mind, I am, age is catching up with me. My health isn't been so brilliant. So, yeah, be a realist, be a pragmatic person. How can I leave something that my granddaughter is going to get an idea of who and what I was, who I was? Okay, how is she going to be able to learn from me? How can I share things with her? And this is where YouTube came along. I'd been watching YouTube for donkey's years. I used to watch it for tips, ideas, giggles, laughs. I used to watch the same thing everybody does, the fails videos, things like that. It just makes you feel better about yourself. But I suddenly realised that I could leave it there. I can leave it there on the internet and not just leave it for her, leave it for anybody that wants it. Okay, I can share the tips. I can leave the methods, leave the ideas. I can leave something that says, this was Mick Mitchell. He was here. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And a computer illiterate numpty, okay, went out and did his first couple of videos with his mobile phone after figuring out how to do a video with his mobile phone because he didn't know how to do it. and uploaded the first couple from the phone. Then I got the computer. Well, no, I got the first computer, which was pants, to be honest with you. But hey, it was second hand. It was cheap. I could afford it at the time. It allowed me to download, start doing the first few videos. Then upgraded to a better computer because a friend of mine turned around. He got a new computer and said, "Have this one." It's still not. It's about 10 years old, but it was better than what I had. I went from the mobile phone to the GoPro. Got a GoPro 9, which I thoroughly enjoy. And it's hilarious because I'll tell you how poor I am with technology. The GoPro 9 has 2 buttons. It took me a week to figure out how to shoot video. It took me 2 days to realise you had to actually put a SIM card into it or a memory card into it. So there you go, SIM cards, memory cards, still getting confused. Yeah, so I was doing, why isn't this recording? Why isn't this recording? What bloody hell? What bloody hell is that? What is what's memory cards? Yeah, so that's how I started. So the technology side, the computer, the internet, the camera, I'm pants with. I really am. It's not my cup of tea. Okay, you want me to take a long shot? I can take it. You want me to spend a few weeks out in the boonies? I'll manage it. You want me to live off the land? I can probably do it. Okay, those are the things I'm used to doing. Okay, I can fell a tree. I can dig a ditch. Okay, let's go through this. I'm carving. I can do carving. I can do lambing. I can do lambing. Drive a tractor. Like stack a bale, both by hand or using the tractor. Round bales and square bales. Yeah. Some of the older guys here will know what I mean. We say, spent your childhood walking along behind a tractor and a trailer, lifting up square bales and throwing them onto the back of the trailer for somebody to stack. Yeah, that made a man here. Yeah, so that's where it all started. Legacy, man's mark on history. Just wanted to leave something. If something happened to me, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to. I intend to be around for many years. My said to somebody this week that was saying about that and saying, "Oh, yeah, what's your ambition?" I said, "My ambition is to be a little old man tucked up in his care home bed, getting bed baths from a very lovely young Swedish young lady. Okay, well into me hundreds." And they laughed and they went, "Really?" I was got to have goals, haven't you? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Derek's urban videos. Bit of urban planning. I mean, all you know, urban. Got to be the grey man, ain't you? Got to be the grey man. You've got to urban survival. So, as I said the other week, I met a guy that was an instructor, and he'd spent time as a homeless person to perfect his skills. Yeah, because nobody notices the homeless, or nobody wants to notice the homeless. It's something people tend to naturally want to glance away from. It hits them in the conscience, it hits them in the heart, hits them with guilt. They don't want to notice it, or they're like, I don't want to know these people. So that's a good way of disappearing and becoming completely off grid as well. Um, and so he basically spent a lot of time living like that, and then taught other people how to do it. Great method. Um, so let's see. I did got some notes here actually. Yeah, grey man syndrome. So blend in, become somebody that's not noticeable. Okay, and that goes down to absolutely everything from your hair, tattoos, badges, t-shirts, clothing. Become grey. Blend in, become unnoticeable. Don't have anything about you around you that sparks interest. Don't make eye contact. Right, so the human brain is wired to stimulus. Okay? It's wired to be stimulated by things it sees as warnings, interesting. What's it? And here's one for you to try out in the next few weeks. Next time you're in a room that is full of a lot of people talking, all right? If you know somebody at the other side of the room and you know their name, don't say it loudly. Just say their name, but watch them as you say it, right? Because over all the hubbub, they will pick out their name and their head will turn straight to you. Okay, we're wired genetically to pick up on any form of stimulus that could be seen as a threat, could be seen as interesting. That makes you noticeable. So you drop out everything. You become neutral colours, bland. No logos, no badges, okay, no patches. The wristwatch becomes hidden. The tattoos go out the way. Yeah, a hat similar to everybody else's hat. Again, no logos, simple, neutral colours. As it helps you blend in. Okay. Yeah. Avoid eye contact. Yeah, demeanour. In being a grey man, don't be a threat. Don't stand out. Don't be somebody. There's two thought processes in the urban survival. There is one, which is be the one that anybody looking at threatening you or looking at robbing you or taking from you is going to look at you and go, "Fuck, I'll leave him alone." Okay. Now that works fine when you're a team, really. Right. When you're solo, not so much, because you've now been earmarked, you've been spotted. You might be carrying a rifle, you might be carrying gear that says to people, "Leave me the fuck alone." Okay. But they're going to know sooner or later you've got to have a kit and you're on your own. Okay. So that martial arts. So be the one that's not noticed. It's not a threat. It's not an issue. Sort of person they look at and go, "He's got nothing worth having anyhow. Fuck it, it's not worth the energy. Let him go." Okay. Remember your smell as well. Okay. One of the greatest senses we've got, funny enough, is our old snoz. We, like all mammals, are wired to pick up on scent. Okay, you notice smoke before you see it. Okay, so your senses pick up on things. So again, make your scent blend into your surroundings. Okay, so keep it neutral. Use soaps that are unscented. Use natural deodorants that are unscented. Okay, blend into your environment so that you don't stand out. Don't wear the aftershave. Don't. Well, yeah, I can't tell you too much about what he looked like, but he had this aftershave, or he's wearing Brute. I remember that because my dad used to wear it. Things like that. They'll become markers that we pick up on and notice quite subconsciously. Yeah, don't become targets. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how anyway, that's how I think about it. I've got a big book of notes there. So it's something I've written in there a while back about being a grey man. That's my thought process on it. Oi, oi. Yeah, yeah, that's the beauty of it, Sticks, isn't it? Hopefully, this is out on the ether now. Out on the ether, no matter what I do, it's always going to be out there. People are always going to be able to look it up all the time. There's an internet. Derek, this sounds interesting. Getting home after an EMP on foot over 24 hours. Real world tips and tricks. Mate, yeah, Derek, looking forward to that. As you know, I was going to have a go at doing something very similar last year myself, and I sort of got tied up into everything else. It's a very, very difficult format to try and do. I don't know about you, Derek. I found myself when I was doing it constantly coming back on myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The warmth of urine. You gotta. It's it's one of those things. If it's that cold and miserable, I tell you what, pee in a bottle, hug the bottle, keep that warmth. Do everything you can to manage your safety and your security. And again, that's one of the nice things with this community, isn't it? Because I see people there straight away. Derek, yeah, Derek's. A she-we, is it? Katrina, she-we. Yeah. But again, yeah, there's always a method. There's always a method. Find the way. The art of survival. Sheepies, yeah. Sheepies, not to be confused with sheepies up on the moors, because the sheepies up on the moors are just absorbent. They're all covered in wool. Mind you, I suppose you can pee on a sheep and wring it out, can't you? That's one way of doing it. Oh, plectrums. Oh, yeah, sheepies. That's a she-we. I get sheepies. That's just like I say. That sounds like something. Back furry. It sounds like something I've got running around up on the moors. Yeah, and that's the other thing. You guys out there, Derek's going to be putting up some videos soon. He's already got a channel, Hang Tough, in capital letters. Okay, pop over, subscribe. Great guy, brilliant guy, in a wonderful environment as well. Any of you that like see sort of desert environments, absolutely fantastic. But a very good friend of mine. Well, last year we got to know one another quite well. Um, yeah, he's shown a lot of love and support. So if anybody can dive over, yeah, sub him, sub Benny, sub Sticks as well. Okay, um, it's all our community. And any of you that are thinking of starting your own channel, do it, and let us know you've done it, so we can get your subscriptions up. We can get people supporting you. Because even if you just do the odd video every now and again, you'll enjoy it. Okay, honestly, it's a way of saving something for the future. Okay, stick it out there on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, it's a wonderful. And I was a technophobe for years, really was. I never thought I'd be doing this, but Katrina, you gotta do what you gotta do, my lovely. problem, Sticks. Not a problem, Sticks. It's we shared support for one another. It's simple as that, isn't it? You look again. We're building a community. Okay. So originally, when I started doing the videos, I was just doing the video. Start off with one on a Friday, maybe little bits here and there, and then I watched a couple of other people's live streams, and I watched a couple of live streams. I used to follow a guy called Funky Prepper a lot. Okay. Used to watch his videos when he lived in Portsmouth, and he it became more and more political, and my attitude to that was I got a bit fed up with it because like there are some guys out there that they're sort of Jason. Let us know what your channel name is. We'll have a look. I'm not interested in the politics anymore. We all know what the situation is. We all know who we can and can't trust. And I get fed up with people fear mongering and being political all the time because we get that every day. You ain't got to turn the news on for 30 seconds. And it's either the news broadcasting company or the government or somebody's telling you what you should think, what you should be afraid of, and all the rest of it. And I say, fuck, stupid language. I say no. Right? I already know what's out there. I already know what's going on. I'll make my decisions on that, and I'll adapt to it. And I've got no disrespect to Funky. He's done really well for himself. He's got a great channel. He's doing really well. He shares his information with people that want to hear the information. People that want to hear the information, but sorry, mate, it wasn't for me. So I'm just I don't do the political. I said right at the beginning when we did first started the live streams, don't do sex, politics, or religion because it just causes aggravation. Personally, I don't have any real concerns about what other people do with their lives. That's their business. Good people are good people. Bad people are bad people. That's exactly how I look at it. I have no cares of race, creed, colour, sexuality, or faith. Okay? I've travelled and seen enough of the world that I've met most of all those routes. I've met most different faiths. I've seen good and bad in every single faith I've ever come across. I've met good and bad in everything. Okay? And the simple thing I've come to mind now is one, don't have a chip on your shoulder. Two, don't have an attitude and be an arsehole about it. Okay? Be a decent person. Accept the fact that I'm who I am. I accept you for who you are. It's as simple as that. Show respect. You know, as I say on my outro to my videos, love those you do and forgive those you don't. Okay? Because there's no point in wasting energy in this life. It's too short to waste energy on disliking this or being against something that really has no impact upon you at all. Okay, if it does become a threat or an impact as a survivor and as a prepper, then you deal with the situation and you deal with it as you would deal with any situation. Okay, you assess it, see the risks, remove the risk. So if it's remove yourself from the situation, remove yourself from the situation. If it's deal with the situation, deal with the situation. I tend to find what I give out, I get back. If I try to be a decent person, and I'm not always, I was a grumpy bastard today. Oh dear, I had a moment today, and I felt ashamed. I went into a local supermarket to get my cigars. Yes, I didn't say 3 cigars from last Sunday. I failed. I did smoke those. Exactly that job. So I stood in a queue, and it wasn't a particularly long queue, about 5 or 6 people. Yeah, you can share anything you want, Jason. You can share anything with us that you want, mate. Not a problem at all. There's no judgment on this channel. Okay. Um, and yeah, they just wouldn't. There was people at the front of the queue were just the shop worker and the shopper were having a conversation. No, I don't mind the old, because I do it myself. You're all right, how you doing? Excellent. Can I have 20 so and so? It's a lovely day out there, isn't it? Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The general chit chat. No, this woman starts taking stuff out of her bag. She's like, "Have you seen my new jacket? Look at this. What do you think of this?" And I was like, "Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Where did you get that from?" "Oh, I got that from so and so. They've got a sale on up there, mate." And there was a guy stood in front of me, and I went, "Oh, for fuck's sake. I just want to buy me bloody cigars." And he looked round and he went, "Yeah, I know. It's a pain, isn't it?" Like, yeah. And he goes, "But does it really matter?" He said, "She's probably lonely anyhow." And I felt such a twat. It's like, why? But again, fallible, aren't we? We're human beings. And Jason, yes, you can share anything with us that you wish. Sticks outdoors. Yeah. And by governments, we don't just mean the big national governments, other people's governments, local government as well. Too right, Derek. Yeah. Yeah, we have little problems here with local governments. I don't know how it works out there in your system, but you have like local elected councillors. The one we got at the moment's not too bad. A couple that we've had in the past. Talk about it was like, rather than looking at what you're doing for the society, it's no, what I want is, and what I want is, and what I want is. Yeah, stop paying for local councillors to go on trips to other countries to share the name of the town and all the rest of it, when that money could be spent on, or is supposed to be spent within the community on things that the community actually needs. You know. Oh, that's my rant out of the way. I'm ranting now and I'm getting political. Let's not be political. I'm waiting to see what Jace wishes to share. That's not a problem. Okay. Your treatment starting for your ADHD and depression is something I learned I had a little while ago. Just like I was a little bit old. Jason, okay. It's good that you get treatment. Okay. So take it from me, and I think most of these other guys here will back me up on this. The first and most important thing in sorting out any sort of mental problem is recognizing you've got it. Okay. But in so doing, don't let it take control of you. Okay. Depression is the illness of the strong. Okay. It is something that affects strong people. Strong people constantly will deal with other people's problems and issues. Strong people are the people that will always come to the fore to deal with the problems and issues of life for others and to help them through it. They're the ones that take loads off people. They're the sort of guys that turn around to people and say, "Do you know what, mate? Yeah, I'll cover that shift for you." They're the sort of guys that will, when everybody's feeling down, they will go the extra mile to pick them up. One of the things the strong tend not to do is think about themselves, and that's where the depression comes in. And if you're suffering depression, it's usually because you're a strong person, because you are a caring person that takes on the load from others. Okay, and it builds up, and there's nobody to take that load off of you. Okay, and if you can't offload, the brain is like a filing cabinet. Okay, and you just keep putting the papers in, eventually it becomes too full and it can't handle it. Then you start packing it really, really tight, and the papers start to tear, things start to fragment, things start to fall down the back and get lost. That's how it works with the brain. Got to offload occasionally. Okay, you need to offload, offload. You need to talk, talk. You need to share, share. But more importantly than that, know that there are people around you that will help you. Okay, there are a lot of organisations, and I'm not putting myself out there as one to do it because I'm not trained. Okay, but you've recognised your problem. You're dealing with your problem. Share it. Okay. I know it sounds weird turning around to somebody and say, "Look, sorry, mate, sorry for seeming a bit off today, but I suffer with depression, and it really hits me sometimes. So if I'm a bit off, I'm a bit off. Do apologise." Right? Most people will look at you and go, "That's all right, mate. Don't worry about it." That removes that pressure of you having to sit there and think, oh God, got to deal with that. Yeah, yeah. Well, don't do that, mate. It's yeah, exactly that, Katrina. Never mind the label. Be who you are. Be what you are. Okay. But no, there are always people out there that care for you. You're part of this community now, Jason. All these people care for you. Might not have met you, might not have shaken your hand, might not have walked a mile in your shoes. Okay. There are many people, I can guarantee you, out of this list of 1,000 people that have subscribed to me, very, very many of them suffer the same as you do. A lot of them suffer in silence. Okay. Take it from somebody that knows. That doesn't help. Okay. You've got to be able to offload. Yeah. Well done, Rachel. That is a fantastic quote. Fantastic. Rachel, that's inspiring. Oh, I love that. Exactly, Katrina. Boom. Drop the mic. Fucking beauty. Yeah, yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, Jason, read what Rachel's written. That's yeah. You have the strength, my friend, because I stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Yeah. Everybody else here stands behind you. We're like a rank of infantry stood supporting one another. It's one of the things I want this channel to do is to look out for people and help people. Okay, just be there. I can't physically come there, but you know we're here. Well, that shows how strong you are. You are a survivor. Take strength from the knowledge that you are a survivor, John. You've beaten the odds. Okay, whether you take it that whatever faith you believe, your God has decided that you have a purpose and you have a reason to be here. Take it from the fact that you are physically, mentally strong enough to survive the situation. Use that one, okay, and push forward with it. You are strong, okay. But share. Don't allow things to load you up. Don't be frightened as well to turn around to people and say, "Do you know what, mate? I can't deal with that today. Go away." Okay. Evening, mate. How you doing? Eport Wild. Excellent, excellent. Eport, of course, we won our last giveaway. Yeah, it's we made 1,000 Eport. Got there, got there. That's shit. Cool, blimey. Again, as I said earlier on tonight, guys, this giveaway will be announced next Sunday. The first announcement for this giveaway will be next Sunday. Okay, you will hear it from me on this channel from my mouth. Okay, if anybody contacts you saying you've won it, otherwise, tell them to do one. Okay, if it's not from me, if you've not seen it on the channel, it's not me. Right, they're scammers. But anybody asks you for a fee, for postal, for charges, any form of monies from my channel ever, off. Okay, I don't ask for fees for what I do. I do this because I love doing it. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll announce it next Sunday. We'll actually do it live here next Sunday. Um, it's a hell of a process, me going through the thousands. So what me and Kaz will sit down about half an hour beforehand. We'll get the random number generator. We'll get the list up. We'll go dink, dink. We'll take two numbers. Kaz will write the names down. She'll put them in an envelope. They'll be on the table here next Sunday, live on this channel. They will get announced firstly, and then I will do a short the following day, and that will get chucked up. And hopefully that way, whoever's subscribed will get to see it. Obviously, got a subscription as a short. It's going to come up. The next post is short, hopefully, and yeah, we can then get them out to people. Oh, there we go. I don't know how to say thank you. I really don't. There's so many different ways of showing gratitude in this world. And a lot of the time, it's quite false. You know, we've all seen it. These people sit there and make grand gestures, and I don't want it to come across as false because it is really heart meant. It's God. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I think I'd put together a package for every. There'd be 1,000 packages going out. Rachel, you can relax. Sweetheart, you are off my list. Not a problem at all. Yeah. And thank you for your support and your love. And thank you for saying, I don't need it, Mick, because it gives somebody else the opportunity. And again, the thing that I would like to think the most is these are going to go out to people that really need them. Okay. There's lots of guys that have got kit. So again, I mean, it's got to be on a random thing. So I can't physically sit there and go, right, I'm going to give it to this person, which is what I did think of doing at one point. And I thought, well, that's not fair because not everybody has the ability to constantly get hold of me or let me know. All right. So the fairest thing was to do a random selection and literally just go random number generator on my mobile phone, 1 to 1,000, think, and have the list there and just literally go, okay, it's number 542. This 542 is so and so. You know, congratulations, do it that way. Oh yeah, do you know what? I'd love to do that. We were talking about this, me, Kaz, Jason, and Mac. And do you know what? I'd love to be able to just set something up somewhere where I can get every single one of you together in a field campsite, set up, big blazer, real big bonfire. You know, just something you all sit round. Free bar for those that want it. That's what I'd love to do. Katrina, enjoy your uni lecture tomorrow. Oh, teams. Hey? No, teams. Take it from the channel. You want to talk about teams? Teams and survival. If you've got to listen to somebody else talking about teams, yeah, it's worth doing. Cheers, John. Cheers, John. That's appreciated, mate. No, Katrina. Cheers, Derek. Much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. Again, it means it can go back into the system, and then it's the way it goes. Jason, please stop using words I can't spell. No, I can. Neurodivergent. I actually managed to say it as well without stumbling over it. Another thing that's helped me, and I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've noticed it in the last couple of weeks, is when I'm in front of the camera and that now, I don't stammer as much as I did. I'm becoming relaxed with it, more and more confident with it. Same thing on the live stream. If I get a bit stressed occasionally, I do slip. Kaz has sat there next to me before now and just give me a little poke just to help me along. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. You're a winner in my eyes. I'm a winner. I've got you as a subscriber. Thank you so much for the support. Mate, if you manage to get over here, you manage to get into the UK, yeah, we'll set that up. We'll set that up. Yeah. Yeah, Derek, yeah, my granddaughter, yeah, she does get to watch us on YouTube. She doesn't get it at the moment. She's only 3, bless her. But, yeah. She said, Granddad, Granddad. Sweetheart. But again, this is for when she's older. Okay. Yeah. So, Belle, if you're watching this, Granddad loves you. Whatever you're going to do, just remember Granddad's rules. Okay. You do it because you got to do it. You do it because you want to do it. Right? Do what you will. Harm none. Exactly what I was thinking, Ray. I was trying to break it down. Yeah, Manama, yeah, it'd be great to meet up, mate. If you can ever make it over to the UK, let me know. If I've got a couple of weeks' notice, we'll find a way somehow getting together. Okay, no problem. Any of you guys that are over here, yeah, next year especially, I'd like to try and do some meetups. Maybe even might be able to make it out to Ireland. You never know. Just see what happens. That would be nice. Kaz has always wanted to visit Ireland. In fact, Kaz has always wanted to visit. I think it's Newgrange. She's got a hankering to visit that. She's somewhere she's always wanted to go and visit. Mm. Oh dear, dear. What would I do when I hit 10k? Let's think about this logically. How would my heroes handle it? How would my heroes handle that? How would I? One of my heroes is Billy Connolly. Love Billy Connolly. I think he's hilarious and a very wise, intelligent, clever man who pulled himself up from nothing. Okay, I think he's absolute genius. Although he'd never admit to it himself. One of the funniest things I ever see him do was dancing naked round a stone ring. Okay, in the Highlands of Scotland. So that's what I'd probably do. I would probably dance naked round a stone ring on the summer solstice, right? Just to literally go, hey! Yeah. I'll commune with the gods and the spirits. I would be out there in my, yeah, I would say glory, but it's not glory, especially if it's a cold night. Yeah, 10K. 10K. Yeah, my welcome. So it was, Mac. Absolute genius of a man. The big yin. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, some of us from a certain generation. Mate, lakes and the hills. Oh, that's stunning. But that's stunning. So you get up every day and get to look out on the glory of the world. And any of you that do that, oh, I'm envious. Cheers, John. Uh, don't know how to handle it, mate. I really don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. It's like, you see targets coming up. Okay. I was just as excited for my first 100, 250, 500, 1,000. It's just something else. Let's hope so. Let's hope it does improve. Let's hope it does go up. Um, what would I like this year? I would like, I would like to be in a position to be able to show more kit. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not me saying I want to do. Ken, I think is absolutely wonderful. Okay, does a lot of reviews, a lot of new kit. Okay, love that because it means people get to see gear. They like, and we all like an honest review. Want to see something and go, do you know what, before I spend my bucks on that, does it work? Does it not work? I don't want to become a review channel though. Okay. One of the things I try to do, I do try and get bits of kit in to show people new ideas, stuff I've not seen before, something that I know works, and I think, you know what, that's good kit, good price. So I like to share that with people. Um, so maybe going on, if companies want me to review stuff, then I'll review it, but I won't be tied to them. I will not. I'm not going to have somebody turn around to me and say, "Look, you review this positively, we'll keep giving you gear," because it doesn't work like that. It's, if anybody that wants to take a chance, if they got faith in their kit, send it to me, and I'll give an honest review on it. And it will be an honest and practical review. Okay, simple as that. Um, I have turned down a couple of offers already from people that have literally said, "Yeah, I we will give you this and we will give you this on a regular basis, but you've got to review it positively, and you can't review other kit of the same ilk." And I'm like, no, no. You do it, girl. Rachel. I'd have, when you do something that's standard that you do as a natural thing, okay, and we all do it, like you hold a door open for somebody, and I've always, if somebody holds the door open for me, all they get from me is thank you. Okay, that's it. Or maybe a cheers, mate. Okay, that's it. Because I think holding a door for somebody is a standard social requirement. If you see somebody struggling, they're coming towards the door, you'll come into the door, hold the door open. It's a simple etiquette, niceness, politeness, friendliness. It's the way society should work. You should get a thank you in reply. That's all you need to get. When I get these people that hold the door open and they get all, oh, well, it's so nice to have a door held open for me because nobody holds doors open for anybody else. So I just look at them and say, yeah, but that's my one single good deed for this week. And by doing that for you means for the rest of the week, for everybody else, I can be a total arsehole. Yeah, yeah, honest, exactly that, Jason. Honest reviews. If you're going to do reviews, be absolutely honest about it. If people like it, they like you. They like your honesty. And again, it's one of the reasons I won't ever say to you on this channel. When I've said it time and time again, I'm not an expert. I'm not. I'm not the be all and end all. I've seen a couple of channels where people set themselves up to be the be all and end all of the survival prepping world. Never stop learning. Never stop adapting. Okay. Um, yeah. Don't and be yourself. Be what you are. If I've said to you all, if you see me cock up, let me know I cocked up. If I get something right, fine. If I get it wrong, let me know I've got it wrong. I'm not frightened for somebody to say, do you know what, mate, your facts are wrong there. Okay. I'd rather somebody pick me up on it and said, you're wrong, because that will make me go away and double check my facts. And if I am wrong, I'll come back and say, sorry, guys, I got it completely wrong. And I've done it time and time again because we're human beings. We do cock up. Um, yeah, stealth card camper, exactly that. You buy your own kit, you use it, people make up their own minds. So 90% of what I got here is kit that I've picked up over years. Oh, crap. All right, come on in, Martin. Crap joke time. Yeah, we're 1 hour and 57 minutes. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to get back to Kaz shortly. Get downstairs, make her a nice cup of hot chocolate, minty hot chocolate. Give her feet a rub, let her know she's loved. So what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to wind it up, and we'll give it 5-10 minutes. We'll wind it up. We'll finish off with crap joke time, right? I like the idea of finishing off the evening with some crap jokes. Martin, far away. Mm. Yeah, good point, Rachel. Yeah, I tell people how an item works for me in your situation. Exactly that. If it works for me, it works for me. It might not work for somebody else. That's the other thing, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. I mean, there is a lot of crap kit out there. There's a lot of good gear. There's a lot of good, very, very good gear. That's why I'm always saying to people, come back to the military stuff. Military kit you can't really go wrong with. And to be honest with you, even some of the real old and basic military kit stood the test of time. Definitely not. Definitely not. I've come unstuck with that one this year a couple of times. A couple of items I bought, and again, so what I tend to do is if I get something and I think it's pants, I you know I'd rather not review it. It's I'd rather if it comes to me and I'm looking at it and I'm like, do you know what, I'm not so keen on that. in fact, I've got one here that I'm not that keen on, and it's something that might work for somebody else, but I just don't get on with it. In actual fact, where have I put it? That's typical, isn't it? Okay, it's that. It's this little stove. Okay, and this little stove is designed to work on a Trangia. Okay, designed to fit on a Trangia like that. Okay, now that's an old Swedish military Trangia. So it's a bit bigger than standard Trangia, but it's designed to fit on like that. Now, the theory of it isn't too bad. Once you've got it together, it's not too bad, right? But the thing I don't like about it is trying to put it together is a pain in the arse. It really is quite flimsy, and it has a habit of coming apart when you least want it to. And once it does come apart, it is so bloody finicky to get back together that, to be honest with you, it's never been seen on my channel. Because again, it's like that, trying to take that apart. I've got to really sort of bend it to get it apart. Well, it was sold as a stove to go over a Trangia, but I have also seen it sold, as you say, to put your filter papers in, so you can do your filter papers. But again, it's got the same problem. It's so bloody. It's not been stamped accurately enough. So if I take that one fits in there, but it won't lock. It's too loose. So that one has to go into that one. But now it won't. It won't fit into that one, even if you put the slot up. So it's just, yeah, it's not been stamped particularly well. Yeah. And if you're going to make something like that with slots in, it's going to go that way up. You really want the slot on the bottom so that it locks the bottom. Yeah. You come around it. So, yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, right. Where possible, if you can look at kit or look at somebody else has bought the kit, find the supplier. You know, I'm a great one for turning around to people. It probably annoys people at times when I'm one of those. I'll be walking through somewhere and I go, "Mate, you've got one of them. How do you find it? Is it any good? How does it work? Is it?" That's fine. And most people are quite happy to go, yeah. Have a look, see what you think, and talk you through it, and then I can make a decision from there. And it's the same thing with reviews. It's being able to find reviewers that you can trust. Okay. Um, or as we all seen at times, yeah, I've got this great stove. It's been sent to me by such and such and such and such. It's a lovely stove, and you're watching this review of this absolutely magnificently beautiful piece of equipment that you're thinking, I want one of them. And you watch the review, and they don't say anything about the price, so you go online afterwards, you get hold of the company, and you go, how much is this stove? How much is that stove? Bloody hell. I want a Pixie to throw the logs on with it as well. You know, it's Derek, thank you very much, mate. You've given us the same sort of support back. I'll be honest with you, mate. You've been there for us. It's been absolutely fantastic. No, we do say a prayer for you when you were going through your difficult situation. And we, yeah, a couple of times, especially through last winter, I said to Caroline, I said, yeah, I hope Derek's all right. It's cold out there. Yeah. Yes, John. That's the thing. It's sticker shock. You go, yeah. Oh, okay, I really like that. I'll get one of them. Yeah. Well, that's it, Jason. It's find the kit that works for you. I mean, you can see I've got a selection kit there. Prime example is that look, I keep calling it Bush Box. Bush Box is a brand, but I just got it in my head. Bush Box. The little folding twig stove. Okay, that one from Amazon that I bought right back on one of my earliest videos, and I pantsed it. I said I don't think this is going to be up to much. It's still going as strong as the first day I got it. It's never fallen apart. It's never broken. Okay, I wasn't impressed with it when I first got it, mainly because it was covered in blue plastic, as is the one that's going to be going out. You're going to have the pleasure of peeling that off yourself because some people love to do it. But I'll be honest with you, it's still going strong and it's worked. It's never let me down. Hence, I've actually bought a couple of them. I've got my one, which is above the ration pack, just over that shoulder. There's two up there, one as a giveaway and one as a spare because bloody good bit of kit. Bloody good bit of kit. Jet balls, yeah, jet balls. I love jet balls. I'm a bit of an MSR man myself, basically because what I've used for years. But jet balls work. Jet balls work. The only thing the only bit that gets me with the jet balls and some of the OEX and again some of the MSR with the locking ring. I do you know what? I can see the sense in it. I can understand how it works. The heat sink. Oh, brilliant bit of kit. If you've got a gas burner, the pot you want is got to have a heat sink on it. Makes it so much more efficient. But I do like the option of being able to just put it on, take it off. And I do get the argument I've had given to me, yeah, but when I put mine on and lock it, it can't fall off. No, but it can go over and it takes the whole gas bottle over with it. Whereas, yeah, pros and cons are it's just what you feel comfortable with. Um, yeah, yeah, that's that job. It's what you're comfortable with. It's what you're happy with. Your kit and your equipment, like your knife, something that's on the knife video. Okay, so the knife's got to fit your hand. It's got to be comfortable. It should be. You any knife, anytime you buy a knife, when you pick it up and you first put it in your hand, when you first hold it, you will know straight away is that the knife for me or not. If it doesn't feel right, don't buy it because it will never feel right. If you put it into your hand and it feels good, great. Then you go to practicing and learning with it. You build the confidence, and it becomes an old friend. It becomes a friend that you can literally go to without thinking. The same thing with your cooker, your gas box, your firebox, whatever kit you use. It becomes your buddy. It becomes a mate. It becomes something you trust. When you go to fire it up, you know it's going to work. You know how long it's going to take to make a brew. You know how much heat it's going to give off. You know that tarp's absolutely fantastic, won't blow down in the wind. So again, it's having that confidence and building your kit. Mana, good night, mate. In actual fact, saying that, yeah, I've rambled on and on and on and on and on and on. Guys, right, I'm going to cut it there because purely and simply, I've got to get back downstairs for Kaz, look after her. I'm going to get her a nice minty hot chocolate and have a chat. We might watch some of this back, although I know she's following it down there. Guys, from the absolute bottom of my heart, and with gratitude for Mac and Jason, who have supported me and helped me in this last year, and Kaz, and even Willow, thank you. Okay. Thank every single one of you. There's 1,000 people I'd love to shake their hands, put my arm around their shoulders, and thank them personally. Okay. I really appreciate it all. Your support over this last year is what's kept this channel going. As much as me going out making my little videos and sitting here on a Sunday night, it's you guys that make it. On a Sunday night, it's you guys chatting here amongst yourselves, making friends with me. It gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling. Okay. I'm sitting here and I'm watching the conversations go up the side there, and I'm seeing people chatting, seeing people making friendships and making connections. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. That's a legacy thing. That's bringing people together. Okay, like-minded people together. That's what the channel's about. Having fun, staying safe, getting outside, encouraging people to get out there, have a go and enjoy it. And more than that, having fun and making friends. So, I'm waffling now. I think the Guinness is going to my head. Guys, thank you very much for all the support. Thank you for getting me where I am. Okay. I really appreciate it. Okay. It's been an absolute fantastic thing. Stealth Car Camper, you are welcome back, mate. Right. You're part of the team now. That's it. You're in there. Why don't you go away, do lots of research, come back with all. No, mate, have an awesome week. Okay, so all of you guys out there, have a great week. Stay safe. Have your adventures. Weather's due to change here late week. We're possibly going to get some snow. Woo. Some will like it, some will hate it, but keep yourselves warm, keep yourself safe. Yeah, keep that whole survivor head going. Yeah, look after yourselves, have fun. As always, okay, love those you do, forgive those you don't. Peace and light be upon you all. Have a safe and wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you all next week on the Sunday when we'll announce the giveaway winners. Guys, all the best. Sláinte. Oh, will do, Rachel. And I'll stay safe, have fun, be good. Mickey out. Got that, Derek? Cheers, mate. You stay safe. Look after yourself. All my love. Good night.